How did arbitrary NCAA college football rules and penalties originate? Imagine a sport that was once so rough and unpredictable that players were getting seriously hurt or even losing their lives. That chaos led to the birth of rules and penalties that might seem random today. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, college football was a wild game. Teams used mass formations and gang tackling, which caused many injuries and fatalities. Public concern grew, and people started demanding change. In 1906, the National Collegiate Athletic Association was created to bring order and safety to college sports. The organization was formed after influential figures, including President Theodore Roosevelt, pushed for reforms. Roosevelt called on leaders from major football schools to discuss how to make the game safer. That same year, 13 schools met to develop new rules to reduce violence and standardize gameplay. Early rules were often seen as arbitrary because they were made quickly to address immediate safety issues. Schools experimented with different approaches, so rules varied widely. Some rules came from British football traditions, while others were American innovations. For example, the system of downs was introduced to give teams a set number of chances to advance the ball. Yard lines were marked to create a clear field, and the number of players on each team was reduced to make the game safer. As the NCAA grew, it created more formal rules and penalties to promote fair play and safety. Penalties were meant to discourage dangerous actions like rough tackling or illegal formations. But because the sport was still evolving, enforcement was sometimes inconsistent or seemed random. Officials and coaches had different ideas about what was fair, which made the rules seem arbitrary at times. Over the years, the NCAA worked to make rules more consistent and clear. But the roots of these rules come from a time when safety was the top priority, and schools had different ideas about how to control the game. This history explains why some rules and penalties today might seem strict or uneven. They are based on a long process of trial and error, driven by the need to protect players and keep the game under control. So, the reason some NCAA college football rules and penalties seem arbitrary is because they started out as quick fixes to urgent safety problems. Over time, they were refined, but their origins are rooted in a sport that was once chaotic and dangerous. Understanding this helps us see why rules are the way they are today, shaped by a history of trying to make football safer and fairer for everyone involved.